All right, we're live now, Mr. Woodruff. All right. It's the Ugly True Sports Podcast. We give a time with spotlight. Saturday, love, Shenandoah Valley. Baddies recognizing the ones before your time when you was a young man. I want to be like them. Ugly bars, no sugar coating. Why so ain't faking? I want to know it. Wasn't actually spoken on the coaches. Broke records in high school, prepared for the college coaches. It's the Ugly True. Today is the day. Oh, ain't make it. I want to know. Okay, finish the Clarke in. Perfect. 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 Let's go. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the Ugly True Sports Podcast. My name is Coach Doman, and my co-host for this evening is Mr. Woody Woodruff himself, man. Mr. Woodruff, man, thank you for joining us, man.
Mr. Doman, thanks a million for the invitation. Truly appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely, sir.
Yes, sir.
Today is about my man in 50 grand, a guy I've watched and admired for many a years. Through the good times, the bad times, the dude's always been there for me, and I'm always going to be there for him. And today is about having a good, solid interview and going through high school, Hargrave Military Academy, all of his journey up to where he is today. That's what it's about. We got some special guests coming on the show. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure everybody's loaded in the room. Yes, sir. And everybody's loaded in the room. And what we're going to do from now, Mr. Woodruff, the floor is yours if you have any words, because you do have a history with this young man as well.
2 weeks ago, you gave me a call and asked me to do this interview with you with Dwayne. I was full of emotion and joy because I have nothing but the utmost respect for Dwayne Little Train Clarke, an amazing gentleman. And some people may not know his story of what happened to him, over the years. And that's why he decided that he wanted to come on and tell his story for the people that may not know exactly what has transpired through his life.
Yes, sir. And I think that's a beautiful thing, because I think a lot of our stories go untold.
Mm-hmm.
And this gives an opportunity to get his perspective, where he was back then and where he is now, his mentorship with kids, what he's done for this community, with kids as well. I think that it's a beautiful journey, personally. And I
I
think
couldn't agree more.
and he deserves a lot of credit. There's a lot of things at the high school level that he did in a high school level that was a guy of his stature and his size,
Mm-hmm.
that people would say there's no way that he played quarterback. People are still jaw dropping today.
That is correct. He held the all-time leading passing record for Clarke County for several years until a gentleman by the name of Sean McDonald, I believe his name was, who surpassed with that title.
Yes, sir. And that is 100% correct. With no further, we would like to bring Coach Clarke on the show and give him a round of applause. My man. Coach Clarke is in the room. Coach Clarke is in the room, full of smiles today, man. Listen.
Yes, sir.
What's happening? What's up? Hey,
Hey. All right. So we got a couple special guests, man, and what we want to do first and foremost, man, is we want to go through the young Coach Clarke. We want to go to first. Let's start with Dwayne Little Train. Okay. All right. Let's go where it all started, man. And tell us a little bit about this picture right here, Coach, because I know you're a Cowboys fan.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, I know when I saw this picture, I said, you know what? He gonna love this.
That probably was my first time playing football.
First time playing football.
Hey, first and foremost, hey, shout out to the Ugly True Sports Podcast. Appreciate you and Woody and Trey Payne and all y'all did. They kept me out the loop this week, Woody. So, damn y'all.
I had to, man. I know you was gonna be nosy, man. I know you was gonna be nosy.
That was my first time playing football. You see, I had the corduroy jeans on with the dirt on the knees and stuff. So, I probably was fresh out of elementary school that day. I don't know.
And your first team was probably the Washington Redskins.
That was no. I wouldn't say that. My dad is a diehard Cowboys fan. He used to let me stay up at nighttime on Monday nights to watch the Cowboys. So
that's right.
I never was a Redskin fan. No.
Okay.
Woody.
But you look so good in that burgundy and gold, though.
He really did.
No better. I didn't know no better.
Okay.
We gonna take that one on the chin. Coach Clarke, we want to take a look back at the childhood years, the mentorship with a man that we're gonna bring on the show because he mentored me as well. And we're gonna bring him in the room. We're gonna bring on Mr. Mark Clarke.
Coach Clarke.
Hello, everybody. How you guys doing?
There he is, my guy. Hey.
Thank you for having me, guys. I really appreciate it. Back in the day when Dwayne first started, that's all we did was play football.
Mm-hmm.
In the backyard was where it all started.
Yeah.
And it seemed like all the guys in the neighborhood was in the backyard. And I put my whole life into that. I did 20 years with these guys. I coached hundreds of guys in Clarke County. And when I see them now, they still call me Coach Clarke.
That's right.
So I must have did something good for them to still do that. You know what I'm saying? But I really appreciate it, man. I miss it, but I don't have the patience for that type of work anymore. The older you get, the different you change, But Mr. Woody, I used to see him all the time. He was around the corner from me.
Uh-huh.
He was always refereeing, doing that type of thing. And Mr. Doman, I coached you as well.
That's right.
Hey,
so
Pops.
It's been a good trip.
Hey, Pops, what you used to call Big Mike back then?
I was trying to think of it before I came on here, and that mind ain't like it used to be. Can you remind me of it?
It started with Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I used to call him Big Daddy for years and years and years.
Yep.
Yeah. But my journey was nice. It was appeasing to me to coach these young guys, Back in them days, a lot of the other coaches didn't know the guys, but by me having them all at my house and knowing them in the neighborhood, I used to tell them sometimes, don't come to the trials,
Yeah.
So you had to do things to try to make yourself be in a situation where you could win games. And I don't know how many games that we played back in the 80s and 90s, but I do think I started coaching when Jay Page was a senior. Now, I can't say if that's 82 or 83, somewhere along
So Jay was a senior the year of 86, 87. He graduated in 87.
Okay, all right. Well, I think I started coaching a couple years before he was a senior, I did coach
Pops.
him.
Hey, Pops, can I cut you off? You coached several years before that.
That's what I thought as well.
When I was 6 or 7, I remember that I cried when you lost to the Steelers 6-0, and who was on the Steelers was Travis Newman, Larry Whitmore, and Brian Harper.
Okay.
6-0, and I cried when y'all
Okay.
So it was way before Jay was a senior.
Yeah, way before Jay.
Well, see, the thing about it is, I didn't just coach my sons. I coached everybody's sons.
Yeah.
So I just didn't do it to have my sons. A lot of coaches would do that. They'll come in when their sons come in. But mine had 10 to 12 years before they could even get in it, Right. But I kept doing it because I loved doing it. And I did it all by myself. I did the offense.
Yes,
I did the defense.
Yes, you did.
I had one assistant coach, maybe 2 or 3 in my history. But at that time, we had Mr. McNeely, who didn't know anything about football.
Mm-hmm.
And all he did was like when I would take a break or something, I'd walk off and he'd say, all right, y'all do a lap. But he couldn't write up no plays or anything like that. I did it all myself.
Right.
And it was off the top of my head. You know, I didn't have a band around my arm with my plays on it.
That's right.
You know, I didn't have any that the guys, they have the luxury of having that now.
Right.
And a headphone in their ears. They even got that now, you know. But I just called my plays off the way that we were playing in that game. And, you know, it got to the point where we would have a 21, 27-point lead. They put a new rule in that we'd have to punt on first down.
Ooh.
Because we had a 3 or 4 touchdown lead.
No,
right. Hey, Mark, didn't you have that lead because you had your nephew Kurt on the team as a running back?
Kurt Clarke?
Yeah.
I don't think I ever coached him.
I thought you did. Okay.
No, I never coached Kurt, and I never coached George, my nephew. He was always on the Bears.
Yeah, George is on the Bears. Yep.
Right.
And Billy.
Now, Coach Clarke, with that being said, what does it mean to you to see your son walk directly in your footsteps as a coach and a mentor to kids now?
It was very good for me. I could see Dwayne was a good athlete.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way he was. I don't know. He was born that way.
Right.
His height always, you know, of course, he couldn't do any different because his mom and I were both short. But I really was upset when he got to the high school level and they put him at quarterback because he was running fullback.
Right.
And what they had to do, they had to roll him out to the right or to the left so he could see down the field because he couldn't see over top of the line.
Right.
You know, and it bothered me, but wasn't nothing I could do about it because I wasn't the coach at that time.
Right.
You know, but he was good. He had an arm like a cannon.
Didn't he?
And
Trey, can you save that picture for later? Because I want to talk about that. Please.
What picture?
The picture he just showed.
Oh, okay. But then I heard brother just talking about he carried the record, which he did. Yep. But at that time, they had a running back named Bo Morgan. They didn't have to throw the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you say that again, Pops?
They didn't have to throw the ball because he would run over 100 yards every game. So, you know, why throw the ball when you didn't have to?
Right.
So, but he could throw that ball, that's for sure, and he was accurate with it too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I guess because he's my son, I'm partial to him. But I said, "Daggone, man! As long as we keep this going, I don't think nobody gonna ever beat us."
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
But I wasn't. I didn't get to the point where I didn't think we could get beat. You know what I'm saying? But I worked the guys hard, and I worked each position from the defensive end to the tackle to the nose guard. I explained to them what to do, how to block, how to get hit, how to hit. All that was done by me.
Right.
Hey, Pops. Hey, Pops.
Never going to college to learn it all myself. I guess watching football on TV helped me out a lot.
Hey, Pops.
And listening, yeah.
How important is it when you explain the details of the game for each position?
It was very important to me because I had guys that were really good players towards the end that didn't even know how to do a jumping jack. But ended up being a real hard fullback a couple years later. He learned how to do jumping jacks. Some of the guys couldn't catch, and I'd work on them with catching. We used to practice at the old Clarke County High School.
That's right.
And, you know, it was different, you know. It was different, but I enjoyed it all, man. I wouldn't give it up for the world. I love doing it every day, you know. I'd have a carload of guys taking to practice.
That's right.
And on Saturday mornings, so we don't do the travel like you guys do now.
Yeah.
And thank God that I wasn't doing travel then because back then things were different in the 80s. You got to pay for this, you got to pay for that, you got to pay for this. I had one guy didn't know how to put a jock on and was one of the fastest guys in the league. And I had to talk to his mom because I collected insurance from him. And I explained to her, I said, we'll teach him how to do all that. And he ended up being real fast. And I don't want to call any names, but he was a good athlete. And he thanked me all the time, every time after that, for bringing him into football. And I'm going to say it was Terry Cook. And
Okay.
Terry was a home person. He never went out much. He stayed at
Right.
home a lot. And one day when I was there collecting insurance, I asked his grandmother, could he play football?
Yeah.
And she was a little worried about it at first and, said that he'd never done it, but she let him go with us and it worked out. It worked out good. It
Hey,
worked out good.
Coach Clarke, they want to see your face. He said, scoot back a little bit, please.
All right. Can you see
There
me
you
now?
go.
Yeah, there you go.
He said, "Can you
Okay.
see me now?"
Yeah. Can you see me now? But
Yeah.
Dwayne was a good athlete and
Right.
I was proud of him. The only thing that I didn't like was about the high school when they switched him to quarterback.
Right.
But then after I started watching him, he was really good at it.
For sure.
I never will forget the one game when I think they were playing Page County. I wanted to call a play, but Coach, he wouldn't give me the lead way. So I said, Coach, let me call this last play. This last play, let me call it. And I was ready to run out on the field. And Dwayne, you know what I was going to run, right?
Hook and ladder.
It was the hook and lateral, but I called it the blockbuster.
That's right, blockbuster.
And I had it set up, man. And I don't think none of the guys in high school at that time, in the 90s, ever seen that, other than if they watched my teams play, because I ran it a lot.
That's right.
I ran it a lot, and it worked out so good, And I had it all set up, Randy Green to catch that pitch. Yeah, put Bo out wide on the right side. I know they was gonna go downfield with Bo.
Right.
If I had to split him out wide right and had Randy and Casey Childs on the left side and run it with those two, but he wouldn't let me go out. He said, "Oh, I got it." So I was a little disappointed, but when you're assistant coach or coach down the line, if you're not head coach, you don't have the final word.
That's right.
The head coach has the final word.
Hey, Pops, how did you get on the coaching staff?
I think I just moved myself on there. I kept coming around. I was bombarding him, so to speak. I think I did talk to Coach Speck and ask him, could I help him out? And he said yes. And it's probably because of Dwayne being who he was at that time. But he never let me really put my work into it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to take it as it was. It is what it is.
With that being said, Coach Clarke, I'm going to be the first one to tell you I was kind of astonished that at one point in my high school career that you were not a head coach in that program. I was a little disappointed because, listen, when the Morgan Twins and I were playing, I feel like you should have been there on that coaching staff. There was a moment there where there's a gap that you should have been a head coach. Let's just be honest.
And I think so too, brother. And I felt the same way. And I think if I was the head coach of Clarke County back in them days, that we would have been a good team, a much better team than we were.
100%.
There
was this show is called The Ugly Truth, and that's what we talk about sometimes. Coach Clarke, you know that we do that. Mr. Woodruff, you know that this is just what we do sometimes, and that is a part of The Ugly Truth. But today is about Mr. Dwayne Clarke and his high school career. We're going down the line. Mark, listen, man, there is nothing to take away from what this young man has done and what he means to the community and the man that you raised and shaped and molded him into where he is now. Because he's walking in your footsteps.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And
I love
football and basketball now.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It really does, man.
Yeah.
It really does.
I moved on to other things, but I enjoy, and I'm glad that he's taking that up, that moving up,
Absolutely.
And I really appreciate it. Even when he went to Hargrave, I enjoyed going down to Hargrave, and I never will forget. We had a lot of friends. Radcliffe Thomas, that was a good friend of his, that played for the Indianapolis Colts.
Yeah.
We had so many weekends where I was with those guys every week.
Yeah.
Going to the games, but I wouldn't take it back. I wouldn't give it up
Absolutely
for the world.
not. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Woody, Mr. Woody.
So, Mark, I just remember when you came on that coaching staff, man. I mean, it was such a transformation with the players. I mean,
Yeah.
when you joined the coaching staff, you brought instant credibility to the game
Yes,
and
sir.
for that school because all the kids knew you and knew what you. I'm gonna use the word demanded, and that was
Right.
excellence. You
Right.
demanded excellence from every one of them kids, even if they wasn't a kid that you had personally of your own. All
Right.
those kids respected you because you were Mark Clarke. You was a successful coach in the little league, and
Right.
when you came on, you just elevated everybody's game
Yes.
instantly.
And I coached the Cardinals when I first started.
Yep.
I
Mm-hmm.
coached the Cardinals, and there was one guy that was one of my assistant coaches. I told him I had to step aside for 1 year. I can't remember what the reason was. I said, but I'm coming back
Mm-hmm.
the next year. And I said, when I come back next year, I want this team back. And we agreed to it, right?
Yeah.
And when I came back, he said, no, man. He said, I think I like doing this. So I said, okay. I didn't argue with him. Another team, the Steelers, came open. So I said, okay, I'll go and I'll coach the Steelers. And Dwayne played with the Cardinals all of his little league career.
Mm-hmm.
But Jarrell came in and played with the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I'll say 7 out of 10 years, we won the championship.
That's right.
And all the parents liked me. I didn't have no disrespect from none of the parents. None of the students disrespected me. They all treated me with respect. And like I said, they still see me and still call me Coach Clarke. As a matter of fact, I was driving down the road the other day, and one guy came past me. He said, "Hey, Coach Clarke." And you know what? I don't even know who it was. He stuck his
Right.
hand up out of the moon roof to tell me that he was waving at me, but I don't even know who it was.
One
So
of them
I'm
kids you
still hearing
coach.
it. And that was 45 years ago,
Right. Right.
you know.
And
But
that's a big impact. That's a
yes,
good
it is.
impact.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I want to tell you guys while I'm on here, and Mr. Woody and Mr. Doman and Mr. Clarke, I'm proud of you guys, man. Keep it going what you're doing, because it's good to be doing what you're doing, helping people rather than putting them down.
That's
Even
right.
though you talk the ugly truth, you got to tell the truth about it.
That's right.
And see,
Mm-hmm.
back then, they didn't give me any truth. They just figure, well, you're a little league coach. You can't coach at this level. But everybody has to start somewhere,
That's right.
you know. And I do believe in my heart that I could have helped them
Mm-hmm.
if I had got that opportunity to coach them.
Absolutely.
But it's something I always think about, you know.
You
But
was 20 years before your time, pops.
yeah,
When it comes to
Yeah.
the knowledge of the game and being an offensive mind, you was 20 years ahead of your time.
Yep.
yeah,
Oh, for sure.
I've heard that a lot. But you know what? When I went to Dallas, when you guys went to Dallas, I couldn't think like I used to back years ago. I say, what are some of the things we do before the game?
Oh,
And
I
Dwayne,
remember. I remember that. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you know, the older you get, things slip from you. But I still watch it, and I still look at it, and a lot of plays they use in the NFL, I used 30 years ago.
Right.
No
You
lie.
know,
No
I
lie.
see them a lot. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but thank God I'm still here. So that's the main thing.
That's it,
Amen.
right?
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah. We definitely appreciate you, Coach Clarke, and thank you for jumping on.
No
Um,
problem. No
we got
problem.
some other special guests we're gonna bring on. And
Thank you, Pop.
yeah, thank you for jumping on. And we're gonna check you out. We're gonna bring you in for a special episode here in a couple weeks.
Just
All
you
right,
by
do that, man.
yourself. Just you
Yep.
by yourself.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Can I stay on? I got to go off.
Yeah,
No, I mean, can I listen? I can
Yeah.
listen, but not be
yeah,
excited.
you can still listen. Yep, you can still listen.
Okay, well, thank you guys. Love you.
Yes, sir.
all.
Thank
All right.
Be
you.
good.
All right. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Coach.
Like, Pops want to know if he can stay on.
Yeah, he's trying to stay on the show. Coach Clarke, what we want to do next is we want to bring on two special guests to kind of give you your flowers too. We know that you meant a lot to them. I was trying to get I had a special guest, but I don't think he was able to jump in the room, George Mason, to give you some special recognition. I was trying to really surprise you, bro. I really was, bro. I really was. But right now, I'm going to try to bring on probably your biggest fan. I want to bring on Jarrell Clarke. If I
5'6".
can. 5'6". Let me bring on Mr. 5'6" himself.
Hey,
What it
There we
do
Slim,
go.
though?
what's happening?
What's happening?
What's going
Mr.
on?
Mr. 5'6"
All
himself,
good.
man.
What's up,
So
Mr. Woodruff,
How
bruh?
you doing, sir?
What
Cuz.
up? What up?
yeah. So we brought you on the show, man, to let your brother know what you meant to him as a young fella coming up, watching a game of football and watching him develop into the man he is today.
Man, I say bruh my idol, man. He the only
Love it.
other than my father, only man I say I could look up to
Right.
and I looked up to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of what he became today, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as back in the day, you know, I was just following, you know, I was riding with Pops, you know, going to all the games, Mars Hill, Hargrave, the high school games.
That's
I don't
right.
really remember Little League because I was young, but I was just we was just a football family, man. That's where we came from,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and bruh still doing it. So, you know, salute to
Still at
that.
it.
Still
Still
at
at
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Coach Clarke, you know, as your career went on and you went to Mars Hill, you went to Hargrave, um, it was tell me about the senior year at Clarke County High School. All right. At some point you guys were undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And this was a special game. I'm sure that that 5-6 is a testament to it.
Yeah.
Mr. Woodruff can testify
I
to it
think I
too.
cried that game. I remember crying in the
Listen,
stands that game.
hey, bro, listen. So I'm gonna tell y'all the honest to God truth. I still have that VHS tape.
Page County, right?
Page
Hey,
County.
Cammy.
Yeah.
Dwayne till this day tells me to get rid of it. I can't get rid of history like that.
Nah, that's a classic.
Yes,
They
it is
was
a
up
classic.
what? They was up what?
18-0.
At
And
half?
tell me what you beat them during the regular season, Mr. Woodruff. Mr. Woodruff is great with
Brian, no.
numbers.
Brian.
Watch it.
So, and that's what I wanted Mr. Clarke to do, is to take us back to the 42-12 game, that when you guys just beat them in every facet of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. And then we go into to the regionals, ranked number 1 against this team that we had already beaten, up 18 up at halftime. Take us from there, Dwayne. What was the mindset of the team for the second game?
Beaver Dean, wasn't it?
Be redeemed.
Beaver
Beaver
Dean.
Dean.
Beaver Dean know that.
Never forget that name, man.
So it was 18-0 at halftime, and
Yep.
we missed the 3 extra points because Kevin Barr, I believe, had surgery at in the summertime. I think it was 18-0. And I remember sitting in that little cut where the old weight room was
Mm-hmm.
at halftime. I remember that. I mean, and everything was good. And the Page County coaching staff must have had a game time adjustment at halftime that it wasn't nothing we could do about it. You know, I got beat twice that game, man.
What you mean?
On
Uh-oh.
a slant in the end
Oh,
zone, and my eyes was in the backfield on the other end by the tennis courts. Tight
Mm-hmm.
ends here, my eyes was in the backfield. Square out, touchdown.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, if I recall, you dove to try to make the play, but you came up a little short.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, I think I got it on video. I think I got it on video.
But yeah,
yeah.
they came out and kicked their ass in the second
Yeah.
half. And they won 21-18.
21-18, but did we stop playing in the second half?
Yeah, I think so. I think we was on
Yeah.
cruise control
Cruise
after
Yeah.
control.
halftime.
They thought they already won. They thought
Okay.
they already won the game.
Yep. Because we beat them 42-12 in the regular season, we thought it was gonna be a cakewalk. You can't look past nobody, and they punched us in the face and ended our high school careers. That's
That's
what.
right.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what happened. Hey Trey, but before we go any further, Trey, it's 2 pictures. You'll see me running the ball and number 71 in the picture and number 64 for Page County. Can you show that picture, please, if you have it?
Is this the picture of Johnny Wayne work?
Yes, sir. Right here. See this
Yeah.
picture? Look
Yes,
at the
sir.
clock. It's 21-18 with 1:17 left. It's
Mm.
fourth and 7.
Yep.
Damn.
At the third,
That's a
ball on
dope
the
picture
Page
right
County,
there.
Yeah, it is.
ball on the 36-yard line of Page County, 4th quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Can you show the other picture where number 71 is blocking him, please?
He coming to get you.
Now watch what happened with my dog.
Get out of here.
This is the same play.
Who was that?
And
That's
John
Johnny
Work.
Wayne work.
Johnny
John
Wayne
Work.
Work.
They called a clipping on him, didn't they?
If Beaver Dean is in this room, Beaver Dean, we still argue today.
Yeah.
Did you
is
get the
not-
first, bro? Did you
Y'all
get the first down?
y'all football minds, y'all all played football, and anybody else in the room, tell me what would you call on this play?
nothing.
Nothing.
That's a clean hit.
Is
His
that a
helmet,
clean hit,
Look,
bro?
He
look
in
at his
front of
helmet.
him.
his
He in
helmet
Look at his
is
front of him.
helmet.
on the right side. His helmet
Yep.
is on the right side.
Yeah.
Same play, 4th and 7, 15-yard penalty, block in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Wow.
Block
Wow.
in the back.
Did you get the first down though?
I
Not
don't
with
even
the-
remember about getting the first. I don't even remember.
Mm.
But I know we got a 15-yard penalty on that play. And I've heard years later that the referee tried to clean it up. It was too late, man. Hey, brother, hey, dudes got kids and all kind of stuff going on now, man. Come on.
He said,
Yeah,
"Man,
it's
I
too
made a
late.
bad call."
Damn, man.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I do want to. I love going back in history and taking a look at the journey. But there was one man that I finally got in the room. I do have George Mason in the room, and no disrespect to you, 5'6". Give us 1 second. I know
Love.
that George Mason was one of Dwayne's mentors.
Yeah.
He watched George play. I mean, I probably was a young pup. I was probably in the stands eating popcorn, picking my boogers.
Yeah.
I didn't get an opportunity to watch George play, but I've heard nothing but great things about his running style. They said the man was he was running on air back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
There was nothing like it. And
Brian
I'm
probably can describe it better than us.
yeah,
Ooh-wee.
yep.
That goes back to, like I said,
I want light
we was
skin
a
to get on
football family.
Yeah.
I tell you how good this guy was.
Let me get my executive producer, see if we can bring on Mr. George Mason. There he is, my
There
man.
go Leroy right there. Hey, Leroy.
Yep. Yep.
What's up, cuz?
What's up,
Now,
fella?
Number
for the,
20.
for the folks at home, this is George Mason. This was one of the guys that we watched as youngsters. We saw the newspaper clippings and we heard things. It was almost like it was a myth. You had to see it to believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Woodruff, you have the floor.
Mr. Dorman, this man right here. So his quarterback was Dwayne Dillo. Okay. Number 10. Dillo would hand that ball off to George. But before the ball got to George, there was a man standing in front of him by the name of Ted Reed, number 34.
Mm.
5'9" or 10. He was a brick S house. You hear me?
Mhm.
And he paved that lane for Mofo to go through there, and George would go through that line. Type right in 24 rocket, and he'd go through there, man, and he'd put that stiff arm on them boys, and next you know, he was gone. I mean, lightning fast speed, man, lightning fast. They just couldn't catch him, and this
Yeah.
was game in and game out, and they ran him like a rented mule. You hear me? And you know what he would do when he go back in the huddle? Give me the ball again.
That's right.
Give it to
That's
me
right.
again. Over and
That's
over
right.
and over.
Yeah, it was good.
Yes, sir.
Now, George, we brought you on the show because you're one of Dwayne's mentors. There was a great picture where I think Dwayne was carrying your helmet. I'm not sure, but the timeline of the history of the family playing sports goes back so far. We just wanted to bring you on, man, and see if we can get you to give your flowers to Dwayne. And Dwayne, you can give your flowers back to him. This is a lineage of great football players.
Yeah, true. I mean, what ain't been said about this kid? Dwayne is he's a lover of the game. He got real love for the game. He always did. You know, when we was kids, man, he wouldn't let nobody else carry my helmet. You know, he was gonna carry that helmet home. Look, if I took the pants off or anything, he gonna put that on too.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he always had a love for the game, man. And I was just telling my kids the other day about Dwayne and Deke, and you remember the boys? All the boys used to be over there. RC, you remember RC?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, I'd have them out there playing football, man, and it was rough back in them days for them, man. They was out. Dwayne would have my helmet on. They would have on little plastic helmets, and boy, they were going at it. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. But you never find nobody, man, love the game more than Hank, man.
That's right.
You ain't gonna
That's
find it. He got a love for it, a real passion for it, and him and I talk, you know, on a regular. And I didn't see him get emotional. He loved them kids, man. You know what I mean? He loved them kids and he loved what he do. So
hey, I was in shape, bro.
Yeah.
You look good.
Hey, look at Blanche and Reverend Clarke out.
You look like a little action figure right there, bro.
Yeah. No doubt.
Man, ripped up like Rambo.
Yeah, he ripped up.
He was tough.
Yeah, no doubt. So look, you know how we do, man. Just keep doing what you're doing, man. Because as long as you doing something you love, you know it ain't work.
That's right.
Sure.
It ain't work.
No question.
And them
Proud
kids
of you,
need
bro.
you. Kids need you, man.
Hey, George. I want you to find your teammates in high school. They a whole lot of them owe me a whole lot of donuts too.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that a lot. And we owe Choo Choo. I think I owe Choo Choo a football. So, go figure that we got to get Choo Choo a football and we got to get you some donuts. So, yeah, we'll work it out.
Yeah, because I used to go to their 2 a day or 3 a days, right? And George was my babysitter, but shit, he was on the field. He know I wasn't going nowhere to do nothing. We stopped at the Red Apple. My mom gave me some money. I get me an 18-pack of glazed donuts. That was my lunch for the 3 a days, Brian.
Okay.
Damn, going off sugar, man.
Hey, but you know how many donuts I got out of the 18-pack?
None.
Probably
Maybe one.
two. Probably two.
Maybe, yeah.
All his teammates took them, and I need my donuts.
Well, you wasn't doing them. You were just standing around. I figured you didn't need them that much.
Yeah, you didn't need no donut. You stand around watching.
That's right.
Going to get the water.
A helmet.
That's right.
You didn't need them no donuts for a helmet. There's no helmet.
Cuz though.
Right.
That's Leroy right there.
There he is right there.
As a bad man, brother.
That's been about 41 years ago. So.
Yep.
With the smooth box.
Hey, look, you had hair in, didn't you? You had that box, didn't you?
Smooth box.
Smooth box Philly right there.
Sure. Man. I ain't had no hair in about 25 years, man. I don't even know what. I don't even hardly recognize that guy.
I know that's right. But yeah, George, we wanted to bring you on, man. You paved the way for Dwayne and a lot of other guys, guys like myself, watching the game of football and been a mentor. I've always been able to call you on the phone if I've needed anything or if you needed anything, vice versa. And we wanted to make sure that, Coach Clarke got this acknowledgement because we're going to go down this life journey and we always need family and friends there for us.
That's right.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure.
No doubt.
All right. Hey, George, we thank you for your time. I know it was tough getting you to jump on because I know you're not a man of a lot of words. We appreciate you, man.
Hey, George. Hey, George. Timmy said you was a bum from his recollection.
Oh, Timmy,
your nephew said you was a bum.
Yeah, well, he was young. He don't know no better. He we just had to school him. Too bad we ain't got the film like they got today. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need that film, man.
Real quick. You know what I mean?
That's right.
But it's all good. Hey, look, he entitled to his opinion. You know what I mean? I have a little talk with him when I see him. Yeah, no doubt.
Hey, we appreciate you, George.
Hey, I appreciate y'all too, man.
And we'll get you to check in on the next one because we still got an old school reunion we need to have.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
For sure, man.
Y'all have a good one, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Fair, George.
All right.
All right, man.
Cuz.
All right, fellas. All right, cuz.
All right. Yes, sir.
All right. Doc, light skin. I see
All
you.
right, dark skin.
All right.
That's an inside thing for the viewers at home. That's an inside thing. So, Coach Clarke, we're gonna bring on one more special guest. I want to see if she's in the room. It's the baby sister. I want to see if she's in the room with us. Yeah, we gotta show love to the baby sister. There she is. Look at the smile, all smiles, man.
What's up, Kyrie?
Yeah.
Big sister. What's up, y'all?
How you doing, young lady?
Oh, you the big sister?
Yeah, she the big sister.
Yeah. Okay, boss. But Kyrie, we wanted to bring you on the show. We wanted to make sure this show was about Dwayne, and getting his family involved and give him his flowers for, so many different reasons. Me personally, I feel like he's been through a lot, and he made it through all of it with his head held high.
Right, agreed. I want to echo what everybody else said about um, school, being a football family. I mean, I never played, but I feel like I know just as much as y'all do.
That's
Um,
right.
but as far as I can remember, our only family vacation that we had was going to the Football Hall of Fame.
Mhm.
So I think it's ingrained pretty much. But moving forward, like my dad said, he stuck with it,
Mhm.
and like George said, it's not work if it's something you love. So,
Right.
I mean, I'm thankful that you found something that you love because it's a lot of time, energy, and effort in it. And I see Bubby following in all y'all's footsteps for
Yeah.
real.
That's a beautiful thing. See it. It just this lineage right there. It just keeps on going. It just keeps on going. Um, we were gonna have his running back come on Bo, but I think Bo was busy. So he said he would touch base with me, which I can't check my phone because it'll mess up the stream. Um, but from here, we're gonna ask 5'6", George and Kyrie. If y'all have any words for Dwayne, y'all have the floor.
Just keep going.
Yeah.
No
Don't
doubt.
let your past define who you are. You did your time, so forget about that at this point. I feel like sometimes you have that as a mental block, and maybe not pursuing some of the things that you probably should pursue. But you're here. You made it on the other side, so just keep going.
Yeah.
Great advice, Kyrie.
No doubt.
Love it.
I feel the same way, cuz yeah, I already said it, man. You're inspiration, man, to me, and I know to a lot of people, man. And it's rare to see somebody that loves the game as much as you do. It's not a lot of people out there that's doing what you do, man. And those kids love you and respect you, man. You doing something. You almost like a father figure to some of them, man.
That's right.
So it's doing more than just football. You building something else, man. You building character and all that stuff in these kids, man. So look, like I said, I admire you for it. Keep doing your thing, man. Don't let nobody tell you nothing. Everybody, we all fall. You know what I mean? So just keep getting up. Just keep getting up. No matter what people say, people ain't gonna like no matter what, man. I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? So yeah, just keep doing your thing, bro. You know where I'm at with you.
Yeah, bro. Keep giving back, man. Keep giving back. Keep giving back,
Yep.
bro. Like I think they said earlier, somebody said earlier, you following in Pop's footsteps, man. And you definitely are, because I know he was gone every Saturday. You know what I'm saying? But the difference is, he was local. You moving around, you traveling, so um just keep going, man. Keep representing the name on the back of that jersey, man.
Yes,
Facts.
sir.
Facts. Hey, us at the Ugly True Sports Podcast, we want to thank y'all for jumping on with us. We got another special guest we want to bring on. Hey, we thank y'all for jumping on. We're gonna
Thank
get y'all to sign off. We appreciate y'all.
All right,
Hey,
brother.
Salute,
appreciate
bro.
all
Y'all be
y'all.
much.
cool.
All
Love,
right.
man.
Love you.
Woody,
Yep.
Yes,
cuz,
sir. All right, bro. All right,
Yes,
love you
Kyrie.
sir.
now.
Now, see, all right, Coach Clarke. Let's see. Here we got. All right, Coach Clarke. With that being said, we want to jump on to your high school career, passing the throne as far as the passing record on to Sean McDonald.
Well, before you go there, can I tell my story? Because you jumped
Hold on.
over a
You
whole
hold
lot
on.
of
You
stuff.
muted. Hold on. We got a sound check. Hold on. Because I just want to jump into that real quick. All right. So you went mute. Hold on. Hey,
Who
Coach
did?
Clarke, can
Me?
you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, he can hear me. Mr. Woodruff, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but I can't hear Mr. Woodruff or Coach Clarke.
Mike,
I don't know
Woody,
what happened.
Yeah,
Okay,
Dwayne, I
let
can hear
me.
you.
come on, Mike.
Y'all two can hear each other. So let
It
me go
says
to
the
my
host is unmuted. Right. Okay.
and we do have. Let me see what's going on. Give me 1 second.
Shot by Payne.
All right.
Straighten him out, shot by
Nobody
Payne.
can hear me now.
We can hear you, Mike.
I can hear you.
All right, hold on. I might have to. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I wonder what just happened. Hold on.
Shot by Payne.
They good. Just jump back.
Woody, can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
I can hear you now.
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. We're clear.
Woody.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I can't hear Woody. Can you hear Woody, Mike?
I can hear Woody.
I can't hear Woody.
Okay.
Wow. What happened?
I'm not exactly sure. It usually happens like that sometimes. Where the sound goes out. So Coach Clarke will jump back on. Woody, you can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you for some odd reason. What you might have to do, Woody, hit the refresh button. The little arrow, yep, and it'll put you out, then it'll put you right back in.
All right. You said the refresh?
You on your phone or computer?
No, on my phone.
Computer, all right.
On my phone.
Let's see if we can reload this thing.
It says you're in the show. Everyone can see and hear you is what it's saying.
Hey.
Coach Clarke is back.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Woodruff?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Can y'all hear? All hear each other now?
I can hear.
All right, perfect. Okay. Now, Mr. Clarke, Coach Clarke, what did you say? I couldn't read your lips.
I said that I don't want to start in the middle of my story.
What was the middle? Okay, so
you asked me a question.
Yeah, so we went back for a second of passing the throne as far as the passing record. That was my question.
And I feel, in my opinion, that's the middle of my story. You had my family come on and let me tell my side.
All right, go ahead. All right, brother. I apologize, brother.
Yeah, let me tell my side, please. Everybody got it's 3 sides to a story.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to tell my side.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, that picture in number 0 is probably the first time I was on the football field.
Okay.
But I carried George's helmet, took the tape off his ankles, and followed behind him in his footsteps. It came down from my father, watching my father coach all those kids, taking those kids to and from practice, feeding those kids, making sure those kids was good, and he passed the torch to me, and I just ran with it,
Yes, sir.
and then my brother seen me, because I wanted to talk about that, because I never got a chance to see my brother play in high school.
Yeah.
I wasn't here. I didn't get a chance to see the last time I saw my brother play was in the 8th grade. I never saw one of his high school games. He scored 7 touchdowns in the 8th grade, I believe.
Yes,
sir.
I
ain't get to see him play.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, that bothered me.
Yeah.
I left him out here when he was 13.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That's why. Yeah, I get emotional behind all this stuff. But it's real. Life is real.
Right.
Life is short. You know what I'm saying? So a lot went on before I got to that record being broken. I got a chance to go to Ardmont football camp. To be the top quarterback at Ardmont football camp. And you said you want to talk about breaking a record.
Yeah, I wanted to jump in that because I know that was me and you had a conversation about passing that throne, and I know that was there was a piece of me and a piece of you that were like,
I see where you're going. Go ahead with
it.
Go ahead with it.
There was a piece of you that said, you know what? I'm not going to that damn school. I don't want to go past that throne. We had a conversation about it, and there was a change of heart. Right?
Yeah.
Tell me about that time. The thought was like, no, I ain't going.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me about it.
I mean, you called me and said that the school wanted me to come to pass the record over to Sean because he was about to break the record.
Yes.
And my immediate thought was like, man, I'm not going back to that school. But we had a pep talk and I thought better of it. So and I realized that me going back to that was going to be my Hall of Fame induction as well.
Yes,
not
sir.
just passing the record, the passing record for football. So that's what it was.
Right. Now, with that being said, Coach, Okay. So let's go back for a second. All right. We didn't get to see our brother play in high school. There was a criminal conviction that in a way, and I'm gonna let you tell your story because it's your story. It ain't mine.
Yeah,
All
because
right. Because
you chopping it all up. You missed a whole lot of pieces,
hey,
man.
man, listen, man. I had some stuff written down, but some things didn't come together the way I wanted it to. All right. We here in the present, man.
Trey said somebody else is in the room first before we go.
Okay. Hold on. Let me check. So that's Ratcliffe. So we got a couple seconds here. All right. I just want you to go back to that right there because I mean, is that before?
What
Is that before?
is what you speaking on?
Hargrave. Hargrave is
Yes,
before.
all that's before. We didn't even
Okay.
talk about none of that.
Okay. So you want it? Let's all right. So let's go to Ratcliffe and let's go to the experience at Hargrave Military Academy from Clarke County High School.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ratcliffe Thomas.
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's
up,
going on, man?
Not too bad, man.
Glad to be on tonight, giving my brother Dwayne Clarke his flowers. Everybody coming up here stealing your show, man. Everybody telling their story, but listen, they ain't talking about me. I'm to be talking about you, man.
That's right.
I just want to start off and say this that I consider Dwayne one of my best friends, man. We met at Hargrave Military Academy a year out of high school, and I walked in. Man, who was this dude that I'm in the room with? And left out a brother, and it's been that way since then and to this very day. So I just want to say I appreciate you. Appreciate everything you do for these youth, and especially our program. I don't know if y'all really know, but y'all have heard of GIC and what we do, but one of the main engines, a main piece, a main cog, one of the initial founders that started this whole thing was Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne, I'm talking about the ideas from putting everything together, from organizing, from recruiting coaches to recruiting kids. I'm talking about all the legwork to be where we are today. We definitely would not be here if Coach Dwayne Clarke wasn't a big part of that, and I appreciate it. But the crazy thing about it is, everybody talk about coaching and kids and stuff. I mean, like coaching and stuff like that. Like he's a better person, a better man than all that. Like the way he stand 10 toes down with his family and his kids and his friends. Right. I have never had to look back and wonder if he had my back. There's never been anything I've done or anything anytime I needed him that he wasn't there. You know what I mean? Got the biggest heart. He might look tough, but he a little marshmallow, man. He a good dude, man. And God is gonna bless him. He's gonna bless him on his path. Like you say, when you're working with kids, doing something you love, you're not working. You know what I mean? So and sometimes everybody's journey and things happen at different times. And his is coming. I'm sure of it. His is coming. And he'll get his flowers before we have to put flowers on him. You know what I mean?
That's right.
This is Mike and Mike. It's all doing coming up here and giving his flowers in real time because people see him at our program and see him our coach, but they don't know his story. They don't know what kind of athlete he really was.
That's right.
I remember the days at Hargrave, man. Like, listen, I'm like, man, what position you play? Man, I used to play quarterback. I played running back. This, I'm like, all right, cool. All right. You know what I mean? So we get out there on the field, man, this little dude, thick, hard. I was, man, what in the world, little quick, little short, you know what I mean? Like, he had the leverage on you already, you know?
That's right.
You know what I mean? So just a phenomenal athlete, just a selfish athlete, always rooting on his teammates. One of the type of guys that bring other people together. You know what I mean? I'm just blessed to have Dwayne in my life. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to say that, man. Say my little spiel until y'all,
Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely, man. My pleasure.
Yeah. Coach Clarke, tell me about your first time experiencing Ratcliffe Thomas and your experience at Hargrave Military Academy.
Okay. It's crazy because I want to give a shout out to my cousin, JoJo Doman, because JoJo was supposed to be there with me at Hargrave. He was supposed to be my roommate. For only God knows JoJo didn't go to Hargrave. So that's when I got there. Ratcliffe. When I first got there, Ratcliffe, the first person I saw was Dexter. Dexter was in the room before I even got in the room, and he was in our room talking. But the first time you get there, you meet somebody new. Ratcliffe from TC Williams. Remember the Titans. We started bonding on a daily basis. And the first time I saw and understood who he was, I went to Clarke County, right? Single A. My first game, our first road trip, we went to Virginia Tech, practiced at Virginia Tech. We left Virginia Tech, went to Marshall. My first game from Single A Clarke County was at Marshall University on the field. I think we was there Friday and watched Moorfield play the night before, and we played the day after. And I played on the offensive side. That was at West Point in the Army right there, that picture. But when we was at Marshall, I was on the offensive side, so defense was on the field. And in college, the offense is sitting talking to their coaches while the defense is on the field. So you're really not paying attention to the game. But we wasn't having no talks or nothing. So we watching the game, and I saw this dude run past 6, 7, 8 of his teammates making every tackle. And I was like, who in the hell is this dude right here, man? I mean, sideline to sideline. And I was like, man, that dude, before they even described it, what the verb or what it was, he was him in 92. I'm like, man, shit. And, he signed to play basketball out of high school.
Where did you sign to play basketball at, Ratcliffe?
UMBC.
Okay.
Yeah, he was that dude, And he got on me from one of our GIC meetings a few months ago when I was telling the story about us at the last game of Hargrave was when how many college coaches you think was there, Rat?
All of them.
Wow.
We had an inter squad scrimmage at the end of the season after the season was over, so all the college coaches could come and pick who they wanted to pick. And we going through plays or whatever, and I'm running the ball, and my man, he so happened to slip a few times on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay.
If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On purpose,
yes, sir.
Because he had already signed to the University of Maryland. I still hadn't signed yet. So, he was making business decisions to help his brother out.
Right. Hey, respect.
Yes, it
respect.
was.
Respect. Respect.
He used to go practice with the basketball team. We had a dude that go to UMass to play with Marcus Camby on the basketball team. They would come get him out of the football locker room to go scrimmage with the basketball team.
You tell them why though? Why I did that? So
I don't know.
After football season, like when we didn't have practice at Hargrave, you got to go do military duty.
Oh yeah,
right. So I was cleaning them guns and marching one day. I said, I think I want to play basketball.
You ain't trying to clean them guns no more. Do that march.
So hey, listen. I had, like I said, I had already signed my scholarship to Maryland or whatever. I used to go to practice, and they want me. They expect me to play in the games every week. I come up with something.
Hey, that's Frankie Ewell right there, baby.
Yeah. Frankie Ewell, baby. He was a bad man too. God rest his soul.
Yep.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Good times at Hargrave. Good times.
So you got your Hargrave sweatshirt on now.
Hey, man, I had to represent for you, baby.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
You got a big ring on your finger. What was that from?
This GIC, man. This is the kids that our championship teams get during our tournaments.
Okay.
Oh, they do it big.
Yeah, it looks like it.
We try to make sure that the people get an experience of a lifetime. You know what I mean? So that's why and I think Dwayne designed this ring. Didn't you design
Wow.
I'm gonna see if he got one over at the house I can borrow.
Yeah.
You need to borrow that.
But really, man, so I'm just honored to be here, man, and like really, you know what I mean, talk about this dude. Like the people say, like people wait too late to give people their flowers when they're gone. I think Mike, this was a great idea to really talk about Dwayne, give him his flowers. I know it ain't work out quite like we wanted. Everybody came telling their story, but the focus is on Dwayne, man. Like he's like I said, a great coach, a good friend, father, mentor to many. You know what I mean? Like somebody that I'm proud to say is one of my good friends.
Yes,
you know
sir.
what I mean? Like, somebody that's, it's good people, man. Good people. I like to surround myself with good people. You know what I mean? He's gonna be in every circle.
Yes, sir.
Rap, mom said, what's up?
Huh?
My mom said, what's up?
Hey, mama, what's happening? Hey, listen. Pops is gonna come tell that story, man.
That's right.
Pops had something on his chest. He's gonna get it off tonight.
He definitely did. He definitely did.
Okay, listen, could I stay up here?
Yeah. He definitely told it like it was.
That's what's up, man. Hey, look, I remember Pops in Dallas. We was coaching at the Cowboys Stadium, man. Listen, Pops had a good time, man.
Yeah.
Pops always have a good time, man. So that's good,
Yes,
man.
sir.
That's good.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that was on his bucket list to get to that Cowboy Stadium, and he was down on the sideline.
Hey, listen. So I'm trying to figure it out, see how to work out with Dwayne and however he can work it out. I'm trying to invite him to the Dallas and Ravens game this year abroad.
Say what happened?
We gotta get that passport.
Hey,
we gotta get that passport.
Hey, shot by pain.
Yeah, if you can get it, let's rock. That's where we going. I think she making me go to a Redskins game in London too, man.
Lord,
that's week 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we definitely gonna try check out the Cowboys in Brazil. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, shot by pain.
That will be a good time.
Hey, Woody's a Commodore fan. The guy up above you, Rackley, he's a Commodore fan.
You saw that uniform that you had on at the beginning, didn't you?
Yeah, we need to bring that back up because I don't know if Rackley saw that.
Man, hey, I was just on the field with flags and corduroys on.
Hey, brother, you was wearing that jersey.
Yeah, he was wearing it.
You see that big 0 that was bigger than me?
You was wearing that jersey, brother.
Hey, Dwayne, what was the first position you ever played?
What was the first position I ever played? When I had that 0 on, I don't know. This probably told me to run. I don't know. I don't even remember.
You must have been a great athlete. Have you ran the ball your first year?
No,
I was on the line.
Hey, no, I wasn't saying I was running the ball. They probably told me to run. They ain't say nothing about having the ball. They probably told me to get out the way.
Nah, I don't believe that for a second.
I don't believe it either.
I don't know.
I don't believe that for a second. Ratcliffe, man, we appreciate you. We got a couple questions. We got to go over a little lifeline with Coach Clarke. And we're going to have you back on the show to tell us more about GIC and what you guys have coming up soon.
What's coming up next, Ratcliffe?
Oh, so we heading over taking the show to Baltimore. This is going to be the first ever Under Armour GIC All-American game, ages 7 to 12. The best football athletes in the country will be on stage. We're doing a live draft. We're taking the kids to University of Maryland for a college tour. A lot of fun activities for them. And they playing good football against good, right?
Yeah.
When they talk about recruiting kids, right?
Yes,
they always worried about how the kid look good, but what is he playing against? What's the level of those kids over there? Does it make them look better? So our kids get the opportunity to play good against good. You know what I mean? You don't get that a lot in youth football. You don't. You don't. So it's important.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. I appreciate y'all. Dwayne.
Appreciate you, Sam.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Sir, appreciate it.
Coach Clarke, let's go to September 1997.
September 30th.
September 30th.
Oh, but he didn't say September.
1997.
Woody, he didn't say September 30th.
September 30th.
Hold on. We lost the volume again. Hold on.
So September 30th.
Mr. Woodruff, can you hear me?
When my life
Yes, sir.
changed forever.
Yeah, I can hear you.
He asked the question. He disappeared, Woody. Can you
Again?
hear me, Woody?
What's he got? Cricket Wireless over there for internet or something?
What he got, Woody?
Cricket Wireless. My God.
Boy,
He's still gone.
Thing, what is he doing?
Man,
Now he's back.
There you go, Woody. There you go.
can you hear me now?
We can
We
hear
can
you.
hear you.
Okay. All right. You got the date, right?
Yeah, September 30th. Right, correct.
Okay. Take me to that day and time, sir.
Well, it's for me. It started September 29th because I worked overnight at the automotive plant in Strasbourg,
Mm-hmm.
and the young lady I was going with at the time, her mom worked there, and every morning when I got off, she would have coffee and a breakfast sandwich for me. So I sit in there like any other day, had my coffee and my breakfast sandwich, and I left. And remember, this is before cell phones.
That's right.
So me and my co-defendants had already discussed and planned this.
Mm-hmm.
And so we met in Boyce, and some of these details I ain't thought about since then, I guess.
That's right.
So I think the Sheets was up. We went to Sheets, and I think that's when Hurricanes first came out. We got 40s of Hurricane. Man, what the hell? This is like 7 o'clock in the morning. Man, what the hell? But hey, so then we went to that trinket store across from Waterloo, down from the Sheets. That
Yes,
trinket
sir.
store with all that stuff in the field.
Mm-hmm.
That was a store then. That
Yes.
was a store. And I remember when we went to court, the way they put it was, these guys came in here, and it was probably in the 80s that day, and they had on military jackets and starter coats, and it was too hot for that mess.
Right.
So they said that was off right there.
Mm.
Yeah, so I mean, a whole lot of events led up to that. So, man, I was for those that don't know, we me and my two co-defendants, I'm sure they probably wouldn't mind me saying their names, Safe and Enoch Lilly and Quincy Wilkins. And well, before that, I'm sorry, before September the 30th, we all three of us had individual signs that this was effed up, which I was getting ready to do, and God was trying to show us, hey, he was letting us hit the guardrail, and we wasn't paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
So the first safety, I think he had one more year in Norfolk State, and I believe he got in trouble for a speeding ticket or something, and he had to go to court, and he got locked up in Norfolk from traffic court or something. So then the next weekend, I think Quincy got a DUI or something.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward to the next week. This is 3 weekends in a row. So us three, we were in Shepherdstown when they had that club on Main Street, I guess right by Shepherd. And I was driving, and I made a U-turn in the street, and the cops pulled us over, and he looked in the car, and he looked in the trunk, and he said we had a robbery kit in the car. So I got locked up at Martinsburg jail. So this was 3 weekends in a row. Safety, Quincy, myself, we got locked up. That was a warning right there.
Right.
Before September the 30th, and we didn't take heed. So September the 30th came. Like I said, we went to those stores, and the plan was for us to go to the Bank of Clarke County and Boyce,
Mm-hmm.
and take money that didn't belong to us, that belonged to the state.
Mm.
So no lie, I was driving the car. Well, that takes me to another time. I mean, at this time, I went to Hargrave, I went to Mars Hill. I was at Mars Hill for a year in North Carolina, outside of Asheville, and I wanted to really go to Bowie State, but that didn't work out. So after that, I went stayed with my cousin Sean and went to barber school when I was 21. And then after I completed barber school, I came back to Berryville. And thinking about it, man, in my opinion, I wish I would have stayed in PG County, but God had other plans.
Right.
Because for a long time, I always thought that my wife was in Pretty Girl County. PG County. But I came back to Berryville, you know, and I was working. I don't know what kind of, you know, job that wasn't satisfying, whatever, you know. And I just lost my train of thought. So, oh yeah, we was in Winchester and thinking about, we had been thinking about this plan for a while. And I can remember being at the old Enrico's, and everybody in here probably remembers the old Enrico's.
Yes,
They
sir.
had some of the best subs on the East Coast. But we was going in there to get some subs one night, and there was a blue hatchback the car was still running, and wasn't nobody in the car. So I jumped in the car and took the car. We parked it somewhere and left it until September the 30th. So fast forward back to September the 30th, we riding around and no lie, man, God was all in that situation because I can remember riding past that bike twice while we drinking them 40s, ready to go in the parking lot to do that plan. And on the third time, I was say, like, you know where the flashing light is.
Yep.
So I took the left there. And on the third time, going towards the bank, it just felt like something grabbed the steering wheel and jerked it right into the parking lot. So we in the parking lot now. They jump out. I'm in the driver's seat. They go in there. Take what? I think it was $23,000. Get back in the car. We go past the elementary school, and mind you, Safedin's mom is a teacher at Boyce
At Boyce Elementary.
right across the street. And before we went into that bank, we called. We used the payphone at Mr. B's. Remember that payphone in front of Mr. B's?
Yep.
And called a false bomb threat. So all the police was at
Grafton, right?
on the other side of the town while we was in Boyce. And so we left the bank, rode past Boyce Elementary, took one of the next back road where my car was. Well, look, my sister's car, the brown Jetta, and I had parked my car there. And, you know, not being in my right mind, emotionally, mentally, and all that balled into one. So I had a one of those water bottles that you put on a bike, on a bicycle.
Yep, one of the squeeze bottles. Yep.
Yeah. I had a squeeze bottle full of gasoline. And I jumped out. Well, no, I'm sorry. Safe and Quincy jumped out of that blue car and got him in my car. And our destination was to go on Grafton Road, where Safedin's family lived at, where they had a farm. But before I left, I took that squeeze bottle and poured gasoline over the blue car. Luncheon, boy, luncheon. A dead man walking. And so they went one way, I went another. And I so happened to end up on the River Road and going towards Grafton. And I had a cigarette in my mouth and a lighter in the other hand. That's the exact moment when I woke up. Thank you, Lord. I woke up. I mean, I woke up out of the entire fog of what we planned and what we was doing and what we had just committed. And what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
That's how I woke up. With that cigarette in my mouth and that lighter in the other hand. And that's when I realized, man, if you light this cigarette, you done, Slim.
Right.
So, hey, we met at that Safedin's family's barn, split the money 3 ways, and because I had fallen asleep, me and Safedin was coming home from Charlestown one night, and I had fallen asleep and wrecked his car. And I mean, I woke up with thank God it wasn't a tractor trailer, because if it was a tractor trailer, I wouldn't be sitting here telling you. But I think it was a tow truck. It was pulling the driver's side tire off when I woke up and jerked the car. So I had to give him $3,000 off the top of that money.
All right.
That wasn't ours to begin with. So me and Quincy left, and we was no, I'm sorry, I forgot the most important part. I'm sorry. Before we went into the barn, we still had that stolen car, and we parked it in a apple orchard back there. We saw some Jamaicans picking apples, I guess. So we decided to move the car, and we took it over into Jefferson County in a big field and lit it on fire. And the mailman saw us leaving that car. That's how we got. That's how we got caught. And if it wasn't for that, I probably wouldn't be here talking about it either, because we probably would have did it again. You know, and that was God's plan for us to get caught.
Right.
You know, and so me and Quincy left and was heading towards Winchester, and on 340 we got pulled over before Louisville Road. And it was Officer Patches and a few
James
other
Bayless, wasn't it?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Mr. Bayless, Officer Bayless. Him and several other officers pulled us over, and that was a picture of him raising his hands in the air and said touchdown when Quincy had his shirt over his head.
Yep.
And I was in the back, and I was laying down in the back seat, spitting at the news reporter from Hagerstown. So they took us to the jail. Well, I guess you call it jail in Berryville. At the courthouse. And I remember I was sitting there. Remember we had drank some Steel Reserve, whatever it was called. And I was still feeling lightheaded. And I remember they separated us then. And I still wasn't talking. I wasn't saying nothing. And they asked me did I want to make a phone call. And I'm sitting with my hands behind my back, sitting there. I sit there probably for 2 hours or so. And finally I said, yeah, I'll make a phone call. So I called and I talked to Lois, Kiki and Lois. Because I was going with Del Senior at the time. And Lois answered the phone. And I told her, what had happened. And, I'm sitting in the jail. Could you call my mom? Yeah. So she called my mom. And from the stories I got, my mom was still working overnight at GE. And the story they told me was that, it was probably the time she'd be sleeping, getting ready for work, and I guess she answered the phone and Lois told her, and she was like, okay, thank you, hung up the phone. Because, she was sleeping, getting ready for work. And I guess she thought about what she had been just told, and I think called her back to see what she had just said. So, yeah, then we went to jail.
Yeah.
They drove us right up to Winchester. Man.
When did it hit you what you guys had done?
When I was getting ready to light that cigarette, Brian.
Okay.
When I was getting ready to light that cigarette, that's when I woke up out of that whole entire fall.
Right.
Because I smoked weed coming up, but I got to a point where I was getting paranoid, and I didn't like smoking weed then. So I feel like I was always paranoid. I still wanted to go to school. I still had 3 years of eligibility to go to school. That wasn't going to happen. I still got those 3 years. Brian, you think I can use them 3 years now?
I think you can.
I ain't, Brian. I got to go to work tomorrow. I ain't using them.
That's right.
I wish I could give them to somebody, man. I wish I could give them to somebody. But, I went to barber school, completed barber school, came back home, and, I still wanted to be in college. That didn't work. So, man, started going down the wrong path. But at the same time, I can sit here at 52 years old and tell everybody that without me going through that fire, I wouldn't be here today because I was living reckless. I remember I would ride past 141 Fort Collier Road and wouldn't even look over there because I knew I was going there. That's how bad it was. I would ride past there, wouldn't look over there because I knew I was going there.
Right.
But without that, I wouldn't be here because God saved me through that fire. So,
And
I'm not ashamed of it.
How long were you there?
I saw 3 presidents in office. 12 years.
12 years.
Okay. Yeah.
260925 was my name for 12 years. It wasn't Dwayne.
But your original sentence was 8 years, correct?
No. I got sentenced to 49 with 35 suspended.
49 and 35. That was when John Prosser had just became the circuit court judge, correct?
Correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brian, I remember when he sentenced me, before he said, before I impose sentence, Mr. Clarke, do you have anything to say? I said, yes, I do. I said, in his heart, a man plans his course, but the Lord will determine his steps. And Mr. Prosser just put his head down. So, but hey, yeah, man. And look, I remember leaving the courthouse after I got sentenced and riding past my mom's house and going around past your house, Brian, past your mom's house. And no, I'm sorry. We went the other way. But I'm thinking we was on 340 Main Street, going out of town, going towards the under the bridge to Route 7.
Yep.
But I looked over there and I saw George walking from past your house, Brian, and his head was down. I was riding in the van. I remember that me and George had talked about that several times. I saw him walking, to the corner store with his head down, but oh Lord, yeah, man. Yeah.
So Judge Prosser gave you 49 years with 35 years suspended.
Yes.
What was your initial thought when he said those words to you?
Only God gonna get me through this, dog.
That's right.
I don't know. Only God gonna get me through this, because once that happened, I had been in the jail for probably close to a year, and my parents would not bond me out. I'm thankful they didn't. At the time, I was 23 when that happened. I want to get out. And probably would have did some other stupid stuff. So it was best that I stayed where I was at. You know what I'm saying? And I was at the jail for a year, then got sentenced and then left. But I'm thankful that I stayed there, because I was living very reckless and not thinking, with in my right mind at the time, at 23, So
I have to say this because I have nothing but the utmost respect for you. I always have, and I always will. It takes a heck of a man to come online and tell his story like you just did. That had to be tough. I mean, you just got just say 14 years, and you're 23 years old at the time. You got to think that 14 years is 114 years.
Shit, for real.
What did you think when you got to prison and you heard the either the cell door or the bars slam for that first time? What was going through your head then?
Man, I remember at the jail, when the first day I was at the jail, I remember the first plate I got of food, because I was in a holding cell, and Miss Washington, Larica Washington, was the CO, and she brought my food to me. It was a piece of barbecue chicken, I think mixed vegetables and applesauce. And I said to her, where's the rest of the food at?
Okay.
But that was at the jail. So once I got sentenced, they'll come around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, pack up, you're leaving. So I went to oh my God, it's on the State Farm outside of Richmond, close to Powhatan. I can't remember the name of the place. It wasn't Deerfield, but I was on the State Farm. And that's a receiving unit where you got to go in, leaving jail.
Wasn't Powhatan, right? Wasn't Powhatan, right?
No, it wasn't Powhatan.
Okay.
No. But leaving jail, going to prison, and jail and prison are two different things. And I remember somebody that my dad knew, who he was mentoring at the time. I remember being at the jail and having a conversation with him, and he told me 3 things about leaving the jail, going to prison. He said, be yourself, mind your business, and don't get no debt. He said, if you live by those 3 things, you'll be okay.
Right.
Be yourself, mind your business, and don't get in no debt, and you'll be okay. And I took heed to that. But going there, man, this is my first time doing this.
Right.
And this isn't the place you want to be. But I didn't know what to expect. I was scared. I was nervous. You hear all the stuff, you see all the movies and all that. I don't know what to expect, man.
Right.
And I had been at the jail for a year, And I remember the first day I got to that receiving unit, because I was at the receiving unit for 4 months. But the first day I got there, we got there during the middle of the day, and it was before dinner time. They called chow. They called chow for dinner, and I remember it was pouring down, raining. And the building I was in, I think building 5 or something. It was the furthest building from the cafeteria, and it was pouring down, rain like we got some of that rain last week here. And I remember walking. The cafeteria for my building probably was from, let's say in Berryville, from the beginning of Josephine, probably to the Cullens house.
Okay.
Remember that big house?
Yep.
That's how far the cafeteria was.
Yeah.
It took me probably about 20 to 25 minutes to walk that far. I mean, I walked slow on purpose because that was the first time I was outside in a year. And that rain felt good because in jail you go out there with that thing over top of you to work out or whatever, but you're not actually outside. And that's when we had jumpsuits. You was wearing jumpsuits. I hadn't had a pair of jeans and nothing on in over a year, and I was at the receiving for 4 months. And I met several different guys there, and I think I had a T-shirt on. Might have been playing basketball or something. And somebody saw my tattoo. Shout out to Jason McCarty, because at the time I only had one tattoo, the 5 on my shoulder. And so somebody saw that on my arm, and somebody called me 5'5". I was like, okay, whatever. That's what they started calling me at that receiving, 5'5". So I met a few good brothers there. Then after 4 months was up, they'll come get you early morning, pack up, you're leaving. And man, the thing about that is, if anybody's on here that have young kids, I want you to hear this part here. That when they transfer you or transport you from prison to prison in the Virginia system, it's like an open meat market. It was probably 20 buses full of people, and 99.9% of them were black. And what they do is they exchange prisoners from prison to prison. And this was on the State Farm, Brian, at Powhatan. They have a parking lot, and all those buses pull in that parking lot, and they exchange prisoners like slavery. I was on the receiving bus, but I was on that receiving bus. I went from the receiving bus to Stanton bus. Somebody was on Stanton bus and went somewhere else. Somebody was on Powhatan and went somewhere else. Somebody was on another bus that went somewhere else. It was open air slave market, and 99.9% of the people on those buses were black, and everybody was in handcuffs and shackles. Man, it blew my mind when I saw that, because it was modern day slavery. Right. You take this prisoner, give me that prisoner. You take this prisoner, let me get that prisoner. Man, if that's not an eye opener.
So that's when you went to Haynesville, correct?
No, that's when I went to Stanton.
Okay.
When I left the receiving unit, I went to Stanton. And Stanton, man, Stanton was right in the city of Stanton, right beside Mary Baldwin College. We could see the soccer field from where we was at. Because that used to be Stanton Correctional Center used to be a mental institution before they turned it into a prison. And we could see the soccer field at Mary Baldwin College. And that's when I started working in the barbershop. We could open the double doors and see the cars riding past. We could smell the food from the stores in the area. I mean, it had one fence. And Stanton was a level 2. Whatever building you was in, you had to sign your name on a piece of paper, what time you left, and what time you got back from the rec yard. Right. So, man, I was there probably for 2 years. And that was but I was in a dorm, Brian. I wasn't never in a cell at that time. I was in a dorm room. When you in a dorm room, you in the dorm open. Remember the old Manassas Park gym, the airplane hangar?
Yep.
We was in an airplane hangar. It wasn't nothing but bunk beds. So you had to sleep with one eye open. Because you don't know what's going on. And you I've told this story. Hey, shot by pain. So look, my first day there, I can't remember what time it was. So the next morning, I'm in building 2, and the rec yard is all the way on the other side of the compound. And I'm walking around. So I leave my building with my shower shoes on. I'm walking across the boulevard. I run into my man, PJ Jack. Johnson.
Yep.
Hey, I run into him and Eugene Rubs. They walking the other way back to the building I came from. But this is the first time I'm seeing them. I know they there, but I haven't seen them. So this is my first interaction with PJ and Rubs. So we talking for a minute, and PJ said, "Come here, young boy." I said, "What's happening, PJ?" He said, "Look here." He said, and excuse my language, but this is the ugly truth, Mike.
Yes, sir, it is.
He said, "Look here, motherfucker." PJ gave me some real business. He said, "Look here, I don't want to ever see you out here on this compound with your shower shoes on." He said, "You better not ever come out that building again like that with them shower shoes on." He said, "You don't know what these men in here are thinking about. They could be angry at anything. Well, next time I see you, you better have your state boots on. And I'm not playing. And I'm gonna bust your head to the white meat if you on the yard with them shower shoes on."
Oh, wow.
Yeah, for real. And that was a valuable lesson. Do not go nowhere with your shower shoes on, because you don't know what somebody woke up on, what wrong side of the bed they woke up on.
Right.
You might be the target.
Yeah.
So, hey, that was a valuable lesson. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, PJ.
Did anybody ever try you in there?
At Stanton. So look, so we had a summer league basketball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Eugene Poston had his own team, right? And I wasn't playing on Eugene's team. I was on another team. But that was my dog. So we standing there watching Eugene's them game. And Eugene had a dude named D. He was the best basketball player on the compound. Shoot the lights out of the ball. And he was on Eugene's team. So it was this another dude. Hey, just think about Debo off of Friday. He looked just like him, and he was built just like him. So Debo ain't playing no basketball. Debo was just on the sideline talking trash. So I think he's over there telling Rubs to put D in the game. He was betting on the game or something. That, he was betting cigarettes, and he kept messing with Rubs while he was coaching the game. And Rubs said, "Look here, man, back up, man. I'm trying to coach this game." So they get in an argument. They going verbally back and forth. And mind you, Eugene is getting ready to go home in like 3 or 4 months. And I ain't got a nickel in that dime.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm thinking, look, I'm a year and a half, 2 years in. Eugene getting ready to go home in several months. So I tackled Debo. And because I ain't want Eugene to fight him. Because if you fight, Eugene ain't going home. And sometimes dude would do that. They will mess with you to trick your time up.
Right.
I'm Rubs, go home, dog. I know I'm just fresh in. I'm not going home no time soon. So they broke it up, ain't nothing happened. So the next day, Debo looking for me on the yard. hey guys, excuse me. I can laugh at it now. I can laugh at it now. You know what I'm saying? So Debo looking for me on the yard. And remember, I told you when I first got to Stanton, I met some good dudes. Right. And brother Leroy Mashore. And I can't remember the other guy's name, but he's kin to David Hogan's family. I met them when I first got to Stanton, and we was in the building together where you first go. And they were some good brothers. They had been down for probably at least 15 years already. Good humble brothers that had passed. And they kind of took me under their wing. And then that's when we moved to different buildings. And after that situation with Debo, he was looking for me on the yard, and I was on a weight pal, I think the next day with Rubs and this older guy that Rubs used to work out with. And they would not let Debo fight me. They said, "Nah, you're not fighting." And remember, I told you when I was at the receiving, some dude called me 5'5". And I'm thinking when I left there and went to Stanton, that my name is Dwayne. When I got to Stanton, somebody said, hollered across the yard, 5'5". Man, I had a kid at practice the other day call me Coach 5'5". And that started at that receiving unit. I thought I left it there. But soon as somebody seen me that was at the receiving unit that came to stand and say, 5'5". And it stuck. So, but they would not let Debo fight 5'5". So I appreciate them for that. So, but, later on, but to tell you that story for any other kids that listening too, when you do dirt, it's subject to catch up with you. 99.9.9.9% of the time it's going to catch up with you. Yeah. So fast forward, this was in 2001. So Eugene goes home. I think even Debo goes home. But Debo, I think he was from Charlottesville, Duke from Charlottesville. He caught another case, went to Red Onion, level 6, the biggest. That's where Malvo and them was at. He went to Red Onion and worked his way back down. This is 2009. I come home in March, so probably late 2008. I'm at Coffeewood outside of Culpeper.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there for my last 5 years, and I'm on the weight pile. And Stanton, I was a little chubby fat dude meeting them honey buns at the jail for that year. But when I was at Coffeewood, I was cut up like a bag of dope. Because we went to the weight pile every day. Me and my man D from DC, 8 o'clock. You going, whoever, he was in 4B, I was in 4A. Whoever side get opened up first, run to the weight pile before somebody else get their weight bench.
Yeah.
So me and D did it every day. Pull-ups, all that. So for 2 days, me and D and them working, I'm like, D, I know this dude, man. This dude look familiar, man. I can't picture who he is. So this is from 2000 to 2008, 2009. And so we on the back behind our building is a basketball court. And, you know, a lot of talented dudes play basketball. So we was waiting for the doors to pop because it was almost lunchtime. We had to go in. They closed the rec yard down. And the same dude I seen in the weight pile for 2 days didn't say nothing. He came up to me. He probably couldn't recognize me either because I was that fat, chubby dude at Stanton from eating them honey buns at the jail. But 9 or 10 years later, it took him 2 days to recognize who I was. He walked up to me and said, "What's up, 5'5"? How you doing?" And it was Debo, the same dude I tackled 10 years earlier.
Wow.
So 99.9% of the time, if you're doing some dirt in there, you might forget about it. But 10, 15 years later, the other dude gonna figure out who you are.
Right.
And thank God, you know, 10 years had passed. You know, he's like 5'5", man. You look good. How you doing?
Right.
It wasn't no beef. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know, like for example, and I haven't talked to this guy since I came home, but Mike Bagley was a real close dude that I talked to a lot. Mike was from Richmond, and we was at 2 different places together, and we became real close. And Mike couldn't read that good, but he confided in me. We started learning Spanish and different stuff like that. And I didn't stay up on the Spanish, but you know, that's what our focus was. But Mike was a good dude. Mike got shot 9 times in his stomach in Richmond.
Hey.
And they had to pull his stomach together by his other skin.
Mm.
He got shot 9 times. Well, if he had his shirt off, you could see it that his stomach was messed up. They had to pull his skin over his stomach. But he lived. He got shot 9 times in Richmond. Mike waited 10 years for that dude to come back to Richmond. And you know the end of the story and how I know Mike.
Right.
Yeah. So you can do something to somebody, the other people not going to forget. So when you do something, make sure you're doing something right and correct and don't do nothing dirty to nobody.
That's right.
It was all a life lesson, man. I'm thankful for it because I wouldn't be here talking to y'all today, man.
For sure,
I
man.
get caught up like that.
Yeah. Yeah, Coach, take us to the final release date of you coming home.
97 to March 2009. So the last 30 days, I came back to the jail, and where I started at 141 Fort Collier.
Yeah,
they had like a re-entry program. Remember, I saw what was the president in 97? Help me, Brian.
In 97?
Was it Clinton, Bush?
Let me see.
I know. I think it was Clinton, one of the Bushes, and Obama.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I would say it was Clinton.
I saw all 3 of them: Clinton, Bush, Clinton, the younger Bush, and Obama, I believe, in the White House. But so they had a re-entry program and trying to prepare you for the real world. You know, trying to help you get your ID and get a new Social Security card and all that stuff. So I was at the jail for 30-something days, and so on my release date, they release you early in the morning before 7 o'clock. And my pops, that guy y'all had on here earlier,
yeah,
him and Aunt Lossy was supposed to come pick me up, right? At 7 o'clock. So I'm standing outside, it's sprinkling. I don't mind the rain, because I ain't used to being outside, so I don't mind the rain. It's sprinkling, 7 o'clock. It's still halfway dark. And I remember 97, the only cell phone I remember is New Jack City, and that one with that antenna on the back window. We ain't no cell phone. Might have a pager or something. But this is fast forward to 2009. I seen a lady walking towards me with a yellow cell phone. I said, "Excuse me, ma'am. Can I use your cell phone?" She said, "Yeah, sure." And I remember the number because then you had to remember numbers.
That's right.
So I called. I think I might have called Aunt Loyalty's house or somebody. But I think my dad had one of them phones. I don't know. I called somebody and I was reaching out to see where my dad was at. He said, "Man, oh shit, man, we late, man. Man, I'm waiting on Loyalty. Loyalty waiting on me, something like that."
You standing outside waiting to come home.
Yeah, I
And
wasn't.
they-
Hey, look, I wasn't gonna walk away though. So
Right.
they finally pull up, and you got to think. Remember, I said that I was scared going into prison,
Yeah.
not knowing what to expect, not knowing how to conduct myself. Mind your business, be yourself, and don't get no debt. Now I'm scared because riding from Coffeewood to the back to the jail, all I had seen for 12 years was blue and orange.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started noticing the dead animals on the side of the street. Different colors played with my eyes for a while. Right. And I was scared coming back to society on what to expect from the age of 23 to the age of 35. People still living.
Right.
Kids are grown. You know what I'm saying? People have passed away. I even got a chance to come back to my grandmother's funeral. And I think that was 98 or 99, Blanche Clarke. Mm-hmm. And I was shackled for 9 hours. That's when I was in the receiving unit. My grandmother passed away. And I got the opportunity to come back to her funeral. And I was shackled for 9 hours, but I was just glad to be there with my family. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know what to expect coming out back to society, And I remember going to my mom and dad's house, and the ceiling was small. And, I'm 4'2", and I'm talking about the ceiling is small. But,
Mm-hmm.
I used to be in them big places, and there was always a light on.
Right.
They had floodlights on at nighttime, and you had to sleep with one eye open, Because at Coffeewood, I remember 2 dudes getting in an argument on a basketball court, and they lived in the same building. This is the airplane hangar. This is not sales. They live. It's probably 60 to 70 dudes in a wide open building. Bunk bed, bunk bed, bunk bed, bunk bed. And they got in an argument over a basketball game or whatever. One of them dudes crawled under 3 or 4 bunks and beat that dude in his face with a lock and a sock from an argument on the basketball court. So, I mean, hey, man, you just got to mind your business, be yourself, and don't get no debt.
That's right.
I never played no poker, none of that. I learned how to play chess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, so. But I had to sleep with the light on at my mom's house for a while.
Right.
And it was too quiet because somebody was talking all the time. Every night somebody was talking. But in the house, it was quiet. Right. I couldn't sleep. So it took some adjustment, Mm-hmm. Taking a shower with not having no shoes on. Going into the store. Hey, I still eat that gum today because I remember my first weekend home, man. They tricked me real good. So that was a Wednesday or Thursday. I went to my sister's house in DC on Friday, and the time frame is when Allen Iverson was playing with the Pistons. That was the time frame because I was mad because Allen Iverson didn't play that game. And me and Josh and them sit there. Me and Timmy and them sit there and watch that game, right? And I bought a pack of gum. The pack of gum that you can take the thing off and open it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I didn't even know how to throw trash in a trash can at Sheets, man.
Wow.
I didn't know how to open the trash can. I didn't even know how to open the gum. Small stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But so I stayed there. My sister took me shopping, and we came back on Sunday. And we pulled in my mom's driveway, and I seen all these people in the yard. I'm like, man, she just started laughing. So I get out the car. I try to go around the side of the house. They was around there deep frying fish. They said, nah, Uncle Mike. Mike said, nah, you got to go in the front door, dog. I'm like, come on. I'm trying to go through the back door. And nah, Slim, you got to go through the front door. It was probably 20, 25 people out in the yard, the kids out in the yard playing, people sitting on the porch. And the dude came to the door, came outside, and he was tall, light-skinned. And a few minutes later, I said, who was that? They said, that's Tevin. That's Breeze's son. Mm-hmm. Man, I used to stay up in Middletown with Breeze when I went to Lord Fairfax, Breeze, the cook. Mm-hmm. Tevin was a little kid. Tevin 6'2", 6'3", man. Yeah. So I go in the house. There's 20 people in the house. I'm like, oh, my God. So Mike, you remember? I think my dad said a prayer, and man, I cried like a baby.
Yep, that's right.
And ate good.
That's right.
But before that, after my dad had prayed, I was there probably 20, 30 minutes, and thank you, Uncle Buster.
That's right.
He must have seen my facial expression, my body language, or whatever he saw. He said, "Come here." He said, "Let's take a walk." We walked past your mom's house, Brian.
Mhm.
I said, "Thank you, Uncle Buster." He just because think about it. I was scared going to prison, scared coming home, and you dealt with who you dealt with in prison. If you didn't deal with somebody, you didn't deal with them. If you didn't want to talk, you didn't have to talk. But now I'm home. This is my family.
Right.
I don't know these people. They don't know me. But they not looking at it like that. They remember little Dwayne.
Mhm.
I felt uncomfortable in that moment, and Uncle Buster knew it. Because, like I said, if you don't want to talk to somebody, yesterday I was inside of a cell or in an institution, and I didn't have to talk. I could be quiet the whole day. Now I got 40 people coming to me. Hey, cuz, what's happening? I'm like, oh my God.
That was a
So
lot.
I have to say this because we've been on here for an hour and 47 minutes. And we've talked to Kyrie and George, Jarrell, your dad, Ratcliffe. But I think that we need to take a second to talk about the real rock, in my opinion. And that was your mom, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because she never wavered from you, Train.
Yeah.
Not a day went by that she wasn't thinking about number 9,
Mm-hmm.
Dwayne Little Train Clarke.
That's right.
Okay. And she never left your side, man.
Hey, Brian.
And there was, please let me finish one second.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
And it couldn't have been no greater joy for her than to see her son come back home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One piece.
Yes, sir. In one piece. So I gotta tip my hat to your mom, Marita Clarke, man, aka T. I got to, because it's worthy of tipping your hat to her.
Hey, and that goes same for your mom too as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I remember Brian being at Stanton, and me and my mom got in a debate on the phone. I can't remember, but I remember I hollered at her. I said, "You're not doing this time. I am." Shit, she was doing that damn time too.
Every
That's right.
day,
Every day.
Yeah,
day for day.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she.
And because I can remember this is from what I've been told, but Joey's mom, Aunt Jackie, rest in peace, Aunt Jackie.
Mhm.
I don't know. My mom tried to stay busy. I think she was like what's her name on Good Time.
Florida
He
Evans.
was like Florida Evans.
Lord Evans.
He threw that damn thing down. Damn.
Damn.
Mom tried to stay busy. I think my mom tried to stay busy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aunt Jackie, Brian, Mike, Aunt Jackie would tell you like it is and don't give a F how you feel about what she got to say. And I believe she told my mom, T, you need to stop and smell the roses. That boy, I think she was painting my room. That boy ain't coming home. Why you painting his room? Stop and smell them roses. I mean, hey, a mother's love is different for that.
Yeah.
I was her firstborn. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's right.
I'm a 70s baby.
Yeah.
That's right.
So appreciate you, Mom. Love you, man.
Yeah. Respect.
Nothing but it.
Man, Coach Clarke, I want to give you a shout out, man. I liked everything you said, brother.
Uh-oh.
You had you there was a lot of things you need to get off your chest.
Yeah.
I still want to tackle at some point. I still feel like we got a campaign, and I know it may not mean a lot to some people. You've been through a lot. You deserve a Hall of Fame vote, and it may not mean a lot to other people, but it means a lot to me. I think you deserve to be put up there and celebrated. You did a great job tonight, man, giving some good advice, some good stories to the next generation too.
Yes,
You're an
you did.
inspiration. Hopefully somebody is watching, they can learn from this, and maybe they don't go down that road. I think you got a public speaking engagement coming up real soon, because the way you put your stories together, I enjoyed it, brother.
It was great.
I enjoyed it, man.
I mean, I've had several people say, "Man, you need to talk about it." I mean, I'm not ashamed of nothing, but I mean, hey, I don't know. I just don't talk about it.
Listen, what you guys went through is honestly movie material.
Well, you need to get them people there.
3 guys from a small town that went out, did some wild Comanche shit, and went down the road from small towns. Because you got to think, a lot of guys that's going into some of these prisons are from big cities.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the way they grew up. We didn't grow up like that. Y'all didn't grow up. We didn't grow up doing that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Tell them don't be angry, ma'am. Tell them don't be angry.
Yeah.
Miss Jane, tell them don't be angry.
Yep.
Tell them to use that time wisely, because I regret I didn't recognize, and my eyes wasn't open to my last 2 years of being incarcerated. Man, I started going in the library. I started taking classes at Germanna Community College.
Mm-hmm.
I remember sitting in the library one day and the light just popped. I'm like, oh my God, look at all this knowledge. And I'm like, I could have had my master's degree if I wouldn't have waited till the last 2 years of my incarceration.
That's right.
You know, so I mean, it's a place where you can either get bitter. Miss Jane tell you can either get bitter or you can get better.
That's right.
You know? And I know one thing that I prayed about is, please, Lord, make me forget anything that's not going to help me grow from this point forward.
Yeah.
You know, because I know I done forgot a lot, you know, that I needed to.
Yeah.
Love you, Jordan.
Yeah. You came a long way, brother. Came a long way. I'm glad to be by your side. I speak to you on a daily basis. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I mean, we started the Ugly Truth from the ground roots, just messing around in the front yard, just shooting the shit, and
just talking,
and we here now. And thank you for sharing your ugly truth.
Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Yep. And Mr. Woodruff, I appreciate you for jumping on. Go
Yes,
ahead,
sir. Yes, Dwayne.
No, Brian. He asked every other guest. He won't even ask me who I think my top 5 or 10 is. Brian, come on, man.
Yeah. He never did ask you that, did he? He never did.
What, we gonna go through your Mount Rushmore of football players or basketball?
Let me ask you this one, Mr. Dolman.
Go ahead, Coach.
All right, Mr. Clarke. Who is your top 5 Mount Rushmore athletes from Clarke County High School, from when the inception of when blacks started going to Clarke County till today?
But
in any sport, just your top 5.
Well, see, you changed the landscape. I was just thinking about football. Thank you, Miss Leona. The best ever, and for me, in my opinion, the best athlete in this whole Shenandoah Valley is Roger Johnson, Superman.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all young kids might remember Superman from North Kent Street, but Roger Johnson, in my opinion, is the best athlete from the Shenandoah Valley, and I only heard stories about it.
Okay.
But I knew him as a man.
Number 2.
I'm going. And this is for me. This is just not Clarke County. I'm going. John Doman.
John Doman from Hanley. Okay.
Yes, John.
All right.
Well, can I go to my 1A and 1A, because I got to fill in the rest.
Go ahead.
What, Mike?
No, I'm messing with you.
My 1A and my 1A is George Mason and Bo Morgan.
Yep.
Okay.
And
if you was the general manager of a football team, you can only pick one of them. Who's it going to be first, and why?
Who's going to be first?
Yep, and why? Between them two. You can't go wrong with either one, but what separated George and Bo?
I think George was a little more swifter with his hips than Bo. But I think Bo was fast. So it depends on where the ball is on the field, Brian.
And the ball's not on the field, so you're the general manager of the scouting combine. Who you picking?
Okay.
Who you picking?
Bo.
Huh?
Bo.
Okay. All right, you had one more to go. Who's the last?
For all y'all Hanley graduates, hey, Trey, where's that picture at, please? Please show that picture, Trey. With number 35 and number 23. if you got it. But I'll set it up for you. It's 0-0. And mind you, this is our senior year in 1991.
You talking about George Ware and Bo?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
In that summer, tensions were flaring because that was the summer that me and Rudy got in the fight, and Rudy knocked my gold teeth out of my mouth. And Donald Finley had to bring us together on Family Day. So the game was jam-packed. They had even tackled Bo on the track and tried to twist his ankle. So it was kind of tense in that game. And it was 0-0 until Bo Morgan got the ball on the left side of the field and ran 81 yards untouched, and he outran Eric Payton, who ran track at North Carolina. That was a score 7-0. Clarke County, Hanley 0. Mike, I got you. Got you, Mike.
I got that one on bit.
I got your back, dog.
I got that film. I got the film. I got the film just in case somebody wants to verify.
Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, yeah. We had that Bay special too, Dante. That was when I was a sophomore. When they was letting Martinsburg grab me by my jersey and sling me around and stuff in that first game. Marcellus Basie. They was.
That man said, "Go
Brian,
team."
You remember that? They was grabbing me by my jersey, slinging me around. Man, come on, man. What am I doing out here? Oh, man.
Definitely fun times, man.
Mm-hmm. Gentlemen, well, my time has passed me. Coach Clarke, once again, man, I appreciate you. I love you, dog. Mr. Woodruff, much respect and much love to both of y'all.
Likewise, right back at both for you guys, man.
Love you, bro. Love
y'all. Had nothing but fun. Coach Clarke, we appreciate you sharing your story. And once again, this is the Ugly True Sports Podcast.
Hey.
And we thank everybody for chiming in.
True. Hey, we appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Hey, like and subscribe to our YouTube page, The Ugly Truth Show. We on Facebook, we on IG, we on TikTok. Hey, like and subscribe to our social media pages. Hey, we're gonna be outside. We're gonna be outside this summer.
Yeah, we got the C. Russell tournament coming up.
Thank you, light skin.
Yeah. C didn't even invite me to referee it, man. I'm mad about that too.
What?
I'm telling you, I never told him, but he has never given me the opportunity to referee that tournament.
No, they call all light skin, so dark people
call.
call.
Have to make a call to the mayor.
Yeah, I have to do something.
Mike, what you doing? You doing push-ups or something? What is he doing?
He's gone, man. He left us. He got to go see Mr. Charlie tonight, I think. Yeah, he got to go see Mr. Charlie at 10 o'clock, I believe.
Baby, you got to go punch that clock.
Yeah, man.
Brian, let me ask you, who's your top 5?
It doesn't matter what, just in our area?
Yes, in our area.
The best I ever seen, and I still say it, is Carla Holmes, man, in any sport. I gotta start with Carla. I do. C was tough at Warren County. He was an amazing player. Obviously, Eric Green, because he went to the pros in basketball, played for the Nuggets. Now he's overseas playing.
Mm-hmm.
Daryl Whitmore, he was nice as well from Front Royal.
Mm-hmm.
And then Hanley. I can't separate the Morgan boys. I love them 3 guys, man. Clarence, Jason, and John. Those guys was amazing. So
hey, Brian, you might have an argument because Jason Jr. gonna say he's better than all 3 of them.
Who?
Jason Jr.
couldn't hold the jockstrap. I love little Jay, but he couldn't hold his dad's jockstrap, man, or his uncle.
He don't believe it. He don't believe it.
Yeah, he better believe it. Yeah.
Hey, are you refereeing this year, Brian?
Yeah, I'm still recovering from surgery, so I'll be back out there.
Okay.
Hopefully this weekend, man. I'm gonna give it a go this weekend and see how it works.
When do y'all normally start?
In August.
But do y'all do female games too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, you ain't got much time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Take your
time. All right, brother. Well, I'll let you go, man. I know you got a busy evening, so I'll let you go.
Hey, and also we want to shout out Shot by Pain. Appreciate you, dog. Appreciate everything you do. Hey, appreciate everybody for tapping in.
Yeah.
Y'all have a good evening.
All right. Have a great night.